Just curious, you know, I don't really know, but I think it would be nice. Very interesting.
They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Bit my nail.
Well done, Corporal. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent.
See about
Sokolov
that.
gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't have to hurt him. He's done some good in his time. Made that elixir against the plague he did.
That's true, he made the elixir, but, like, that doesn't make him a good person. True. Very true statement.
Don't worry. We won't start the entire...
Where do I find a good meal around here? If you think prison food's bad, you should see what the Abbey serves its captives. I think the overseers make it themselves.
This evening, the streets adjacent.
Corvo? Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I have a secret retreat nearby that may come in handy if the city watch ever kicks in the doors. It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the here knows about it. But I'm guessing I can trust you. The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will.
Okay. Can I just unlock it? Let you know it's unlocked because your key.
Display your pride in Dunwall by respecting
So
the
the
property
key
and
is
rights
under
of others
her bed.
in these trying times.
This might be
and
needed.
preserving the timeless beauty of our
I
fair
don't really
city.
know. There. Was it always there, or did it just teleport there because we had that conversation? Kind of curious about that.
Yes, Mr. Corvo. I'll make sure your quarters are clean, sir.
Yep, that's what I said to you. I didn't say anything to be fair, but okay.
Fortunes have been won here.
I wonder what kind of voice this is. Like,
The old man claimed a dark corner and drank himself into...
because that's not the outsider, that's someone else.
Hounds were the first to find him.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
You know?
Anyone who has
I
been
can feel the great age ending. Somewhere in the basements below, hound kills hound, and money changes hands.
It's locked. I'm curious. Will we ever go down there, though? Probably not, but kind of curious if we ever will.
La di da di da di da, la di da di da, la di da di da, di da da da, la di da da da.
Knockout. Actually, you can only kill her. That's sus. Kinda true though, it's a little sus, but... Alright. I mean, okay. Oh. With my brothers has not been pleasant at all, so I don't wish to discuss it further. However, I really must thank you. I've heard that you found some other means of neutralizing them without taking their lives. Ingenious. Wherever they are, even if they are miserable, they are alive at least, so perhaps someday I will see them again. Lord Traveler Pendleton. You're welcome, Pendleton. You're very, very welcome. I really wish the game did it that way with the ending, because I know how the ending works. I wish they made it where instead of, well, maybe they did, I don't remember, but instead of like forcing you not to kill anybody at all for one of the endings, I think there's only 2 endings, that's just, you know, kind of dumb. But like the main enemies, the main boss enemy type things, and you decide, hey, let's let them live or something, I feel like that should be the ending, not random enemy soldier boy, you know, running at me with a knife. Somehow I'm supposed to spare his life. I'm sorry, but like, I don't think it's, you know.
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here.
Tossing and turning every 2
Though I
seconds.
know you have important things to do. Out there, in the city.
Alright.
She still has bad dreams.
Please.
Though it's understandable given all she's been through.
It gets dark in here and
Sometimes she calls out your name.
I just want a candle.
Sometimes she cries for her mother.
Corvo?
The GC. The golden cat. She actually misses the golden cat, I bet, chat. At least I think so. Was this here?
There's hardly a need to work on table etiquette. She knows it all, even if she chooses not to employ it. She'd rather hold her spoon by the wrong end and pretend it's a sword. Then suddenly she changes and she's all manners, asking for a tea party. I tried to oblige her, but I have little to work with. No proper plates. Instead of a cloth napkin, I've only the bar rag. Ale mugs instead of teacups. I've asked for things befitting her, but they have their minds on other things. For now, Emily and I decided to make a pretend dinner using paper and little things she's found here and there. On the floor, I suppose. Not right for a princess, but it'll have to do.
Huh. I'm a little curious. Though, like I was saying, the ending should really depend on which enemies you kill rather than every enemy in the entire game that you kill. It's just kind of dumb, to be honest. And there's one enemy I don't know how you would not kill. Because he poisoned himself, for example. You would think that, like, that enemy, for example, because that was, like, one of the things, we could poison 2 people, which we rescued 1, and the other one poisoned himself. But isn't that still considering us, it's still considering we murdered him, right? So I don't understand what we would have done there. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, like, it's not a big difference in the ending, but it is still a different ending. It's still considered the good ending. It's still not a big difference, though. It's just annoying, I guess.
You were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
She's right. Oh, God. You can say whenever you want. Emily, you should have it here.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Okay. What are you gonna read a book? What book is this? This is too long, okay? I can't talk to her, I guess that was it. Emily rendering of Corvo. I made you with your scary mask. Am I her dad? I think so, but I don't know so. Because technically... I don't know. in a way, we are. I am the father, I think. But am I really?
Well, Mr. Sokolov has certainly recovered. A good night's sleep has left him with an appetite.
I don't know, man. It doesn't really... Like, for example, her mother was the emperor, right?
The High Overseer.
But before her mother, it was her father. Not her real father. Like, her mother's father. Which was just strange. Excuse me. Man, what's going on here? Para's out taking care of something important.
Say what you will. The royal physician knows his wines.
What's you doing?
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Royal physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one
you don't have a good spirit.
The most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You're right, but
you're
in a
mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague, I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you. You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he
obviously
does.
I do.
All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is
You have
quite
rats actually, man.
legendary.
That's not... See if rats are hungry, perhaps I can find a bribe for you, Sokolov.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve.
I think the rats would kill him. Talk to Barrow and find... Oh, okay. Is this gonna open...
I could use a drink.
Oh, he's gonna want a drink, isn't he?
I'll leave it to you. But if you get tired of questioning Sokolov...
Oh, my bad.
The
What's he doing?
renovation of Caldwell.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers, shaped like... snowflakes.
That's
the
a
truth
bathroom,
is,
I think.
there is no snowflake lock. I was just, you know, looking through the lock.
Are you watching the bathtub? Is none of my concern. True, you shouldn't spy on people, though, because it's, well, not only just the event itself, but, like, even if you weren't looking at somebody in the bathtub and you were just spying on somebody in general, like listening to someone's conversation, this just shows not very trustworthy thing.
I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion.
Pero.
It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It
Well, I
cost
can blackmail
me
you.
quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
Well, bitch, I can blackmail you. I could blackmail him, to be fair. I really could.
My
Who's he looking at, chat? Oh.
Sokolov.
Wasn't that actually... I thought it was the girl that just left. I wasn't expecting... I'm not gonna say anything, bro. Oh, shit. That's funny,
Not
though.
a swill to be found here.
That's funny. I'm like, oh, who is he actually looking at? Curious, but
Street
like,
brandy.
I thought it was the other
I didn't know
person.
any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect.
Dude, it's been so long.
But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you?
Why would we wear that mask? It doesn't
He's
make
right.
sense.
You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the ground. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself.
We don't want to kill her.
And put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
We have to figure out a way to do that without killing.
I swear I never saw her face. Although I can...
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw?
Yeah, sure.
You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me. I knew Sokolov would see reason and tell us what we need to know. He never acted right.
Emily. Can't say anything to me, just... Okay. So, I'm curious about something. Could we speak to...
Can't you see I'm about to bathe?
Let's see, chat.
Corvo, under other
those
circumstances, I assure
it's
you
true.
I might welcome your advances. But rats, plague, and tyranny have a way of killing the mood.
Pride in Dunwall by respecting the property and rights of others.
I'm actually kind of
in
surprised he
trying
said that.
times, and preserving the timeless beauty of...
I can't believe this. When I took this job, they told me I'd work with good men.
I think Piero's been spying you. When you bathe, true.
Ugh, I feel dirtier than when I started.
You're welcome. Is there
If
anything
you don't
else?
mind, obviously I'd like to be alone in here.
Door. I mean, I wasn't expecting it the first time, but then I said, you know what, fuck it.
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do.